Reading with Dr. Liz. As you can see, we're going to be talking about soccer today. Now, due to coronavirus, a lot of the activities we have to do inside the house. So today, I'm going to practice soccer drills right here in my living room. Then I'm going to show you a video from Super Soccer Stars, which is one of our partnerships, and how they also do soccer drills inside the living room. And then my cousin, who is an amazing soccer star herself, is going to show you some drills outside. Let's get started. Woo. I definitely need practice in this. Haven't done this in a while. But hopefully, after I see a couple of drills from our experts, and I practice every day, hopefully I'll get better, because practice makes perfect.
And you start to play with your head up, looking around, because you don't have to worry about where the ball is because your head's up.
Good Night Soccer by Michael Dahl and Christina Forche. Let's get started. Beneath the pink clouds and a sunset of gold, the stadium's packed. Every seat has been sold. The crowd is excited. We're all chanting and singing. We wave our bright scarves and the stadium's ringing. Our team wins the toss. Here's a kick from our foes. The ball leaves a circle. Now watch where it goes. Dribbling and passing, our forwards move fast. Then our strikers zoom in when the defense is passed. Soon a kick and a goal. We jump and we roar. But the other team rushes and captures a score. Through the game, the ball flies. Watch it bounce, watch it bend. The clock keeps on ticking. Oh, will it end? They're so nervous about who's going to win. Who do you think is going to win the game? Then a penalty kick somehow slips through a hole. Hits the back of the net. It's a last second goal! Woo! They are super excited and so am I. Now over the scoreboard we see stars in the sky. Too soon, the game's over. Too soon for a goodbye. Good night, captains. Your teams are the best. Good night to you, coaches. Now your players can rest. Good night, infielders. Good night, strikers and backs. Good night, goalkeepers. Now it's time to relax. Good night, net. Good night, ball. To the fans in their jerseys, good night to you all. Good night, fields, where our team was the winner. Good night, bright lights, getting smaller, growing dimmer. Good night to my heroes, my champion team. Good night, soccer. Hello, dreams. Wasn't that a great book? Now it's time for me and my soccer ball to go to bed. Let's go.
Hey soccer friends, we are so excited to have you in our Soccer Stars at Home classes. Today I'm going to go through all the items you need to bring to class for those at home classes. So watch here. First, we're going to use water bottles as our tall cones. They need to just be filled up about a quarter of the way with water. That way they don't knock around. Next, we have our spots. So our spots, we can use anything, a paper plate, cardboard, or regular paper to make them into our spot markers, just like this. So watch here how I made mine. We're going to use our socks, rolled up socks, as squishy balls. We're going to want to bring 5 of these to class. Next, we'll use t-shirts in a variety of ways in our classes. So again, we're going to want to bring 5 of these to our sessions. And last, we're going to want to bring our soccer balls. So if we don't have a soccer ball, we can bring a volleyball, a basketball, a tennis ball, a golf ball, a beach ball, any ball you have. But if you still don't have a ball available to you, we can use 2 pairs of socks. Bigger socks, soccer socks, winter socks, and all we have to do is take 1 pair and put it inside the other pair. Then with this little end part, you're going to wrap it up, add tape, And then I cut off the ends and then decorated it. So this is a great activity for your kids to do, to decorate their very own goal box. The goal box is great for scoring goals and also great for storing our equipment after class. So watch. So families, we can't wait to see you in our Soccer Stars at Home classes, and we'll see you at home.
There's nothing like a good bedtime story, and Good Night Soccer is a great story before I go to bed. Maddie, Teddy, and I are ready to go to sleep, but there's something on my mind. In the book, it talks about goodnight infielders, goodnight strikers, and goodnight backs. Now, you know I know a lot about basketball, but I'm not sure what these terms in soccer mean. So I'm going to shoot it over to my cousin Bree, who's excellent at soccer, to help me learn these new vocabulary words. But I also want to see her do some drills of soccer outside. You saw me do some inside. You also saw some from Super Soccer Stars. Now let's see what Bree has to show us.
To its first College Cup last fall, two-time first-team Big Ten selection Brianne is now a professional after being drafted 18th overall in the National Women's Soccer League draft.
Hi guys, my name is Brianne Reed and I play soccer professionally in Denmark, which is a country all the way on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, based in Europe. Your teacher, Miss Lisette, asked me to give a video about some soccer demonstrations and to remind you guys about some of the vocabulary and some of the moves and different techniques that we use in soccer. So we'll get started. One of the first ones is called a striker. So a striker is like a forward, and they're the ones that are going to score all the goals and everybody loves them. Then there's the midfielders. They play in between, and they're just like there to make sure that the passes are going in the right direction and make sure that they're cleaning everything up in the middle of the field. And then there's the backs or defenders, who are the best. I'm a defender because we get to clean up all of the mess that everybody else makes. We get to hit people and we get to slide tackle and make sure that no goals are scored. And then behind us is the goalkeeper, which is the silent hero, because if we didn't have a goalkeeper, they would score all of the goals and we would lose every game. Got that? So hopefully you remember that vocabulary. The next one we'll talk about is passing and dribbling. If you guys remember from maybe your last session, passing a ball is when you give the ball to your teammate, and sometimes you get it back or sometimes they're going to take it and dribble. So it looks like this. I'm going to use the inside part of my foot and I'm going to pass it to my teammate, and hopefully they'll give it back to me, like my friend did. The next one is dribbling. You use dribbling when you want to get from one place to another on the field. So if I want to go from here to here, I'm going to have the ball at my feet nice and close, and I'm going to dribble around. The proper technique for dribbling is to use your toe down. I know it feels weird, but you don't want to dribble like this. That is not good in soccer. So when you dribble, think about keeping your toe down and pushing the ball a little bit in front of you every time. So some exercises that can help you with dribbling and movement on the field, I'm going to give you a few of those now. The first one that I'll do is called toe touches. It's really simple. Start slow, you put one foot on top of the ball, and then you switch the other. And you want to make sure you're taking light touches. You don't want to make sure you're not stomping on the ball like this. That's not going to help. We're going to try and be nice and light on our feet. And then once you start to get comfortable, you can pick up the speed. And you can hear, I'm not stomping on the ball. It's just a nice, light little touch. And the next one that we'll do, I don't have cones to show you, but it's a drill so you can get comfortable with dribbling the ball. Let's pretend, I'll use my shoes actually. So this is a cone, and this is a cone. Let's pretend. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take the time and you're gonna dribble. You're gonna go all the way around one, and then you're gonna come back and you're gonna go all the way around the other. So we call those figure eights, and you can use different parts of your foot to do that. You can use the inside so that you're boxing the ball like this, or you can use the top of your foot like I was showing you before when you're dribbling. And it might look hard now, but I promise you, if you guys keep practicing and working on these drills and working on all of this vocabulary, maybe one day you could become a professional soccer player too.
Thank you, Cousin Bree, for showing us those amazing soccer skills. We're also proud of you for making it to the Professional Soccer League. Now I'm kind of tired, so I'm going to hit the sack. Good night, all.